So this is our bedroom. It's a little bit bigger compared to the last one. This is where my son sleeps now. Me and my wife here. Hey guys. Alright, so I just wanted to share a post with you. If you remember, this was the drawing what my son had did earlier. So when I came home, my son just showed me this paper and said, "Daddy, look." And I was like, "What?" So he drew this pointing out to the window. I didn't understand it.
There's something in there. I don't see something.
But later, uh, maybe after half an hour, something, he drew this again. And here you can see it's a family of Peppa Pig. That's Daddy. I think that's Mommy, Daddy. These are Peppa and George, I guess. And this is the house. And if you see, my son was like trying to show on the window, and this is what he was trying to point out. See there? He drew another Peppa. And it was kind of like what he tried to say was like, this is the thing, like if you see the first video where he points out, says it's J. I don't want to take its name, but we didn't understand that. So luckily my son drew this to make us understand what he was trying to say. By the way, this picture my son took it from, if you go on Google, just try putting Peppa Pig wallpaper and you will find this picture of the house, and you'll also see this thing inside that. So this made my son tell me that he was looking at Jay outside the window. There was one more clip which I had not shown you earlier. I will show it to you now. And this kind of connects everything, because we never understood why he was always showing us to the window. So that's one post.
Mommy, no.
Look up.
Oh, look at that.
What?
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking. What?
Yeah. It's gone.
What is it gone?
I saw it.
What?
I saw it. You can see.
What?
You can see.
Tell me what is
You
it?
can see. You can see what it is.
Yeah, I saw, but I was watching. But what? What did you see?
Hello?
What did you see?
I saw something.
You saw something?
Yeah.
What is it? Scary?
I don't know. Just everywhere.
By the way, yesterday I was on my break at my work. So I was just going back to some of the old videos and I was just rewatching it. And one thing was really interesting, the video where I was attacked, like I was pushed back. In that video, if you see at I think 2 minutes and 12 seconds, thanks to Urvashi, she mentioned that. You can see the shadow behind me. Like it was like the entity was trying to mimic my shadow, I guess. So you can just clearly see that my hand is not moving, but in the the shadow hand, like it moves, it's kind of big. So I'll just try to clip that video and I'll share it to you guys. Okay, so maybe you can just watch that. And yes, probably I think this is gonna be the last video, and after this I will show you the video why we had abandoned the house, just to let you guys know that if you're being haunted and if you have children inside your home, if it really get bad, I'm sure most of you go through some financial problems, because I did. So try to save up your money and move out as soon as possible, especially if you're living with children. Just watch the video and you will understand why I said that. Take care, guys. I love you all. Bye.
روحوا إلا إنك بتحبها، وإلا كمان إنه لسه بحاجتها. هذا الكلام ضروري ابني،
What am I looking like?
وكمان ضروري هي تسمع. وينك؟ مكانها بتروح.
Before I show you the last video, I just wanted to give you a brief. So you might have seen I was sleeping in the opposite direction because I was sick. My wife was sleeping there, my son here, and I was sleeping in the opposite direction. Now, what actually happened is, just a night before, you have seen the video where my son he shook really violently. So, as a father, I was really nervous, and when it was already dark, so what happened is I couldn't get sleep. So I was just waiting for, like early hours in the morning. Once the sun comes out, maybe that time I'll go to sleep. So I was really like in a protective mode. But I don't know what actually happened is, it was just early around like before 4 a.m. I was just trying to be awake myself while my wife and my son were sleeping. And I think just for a brief moment, I fell asleep. And I think that's the time, like the noise, what I heard. I just really can't explain that. You guys need to see the video. And just one thing, I just woke up suddenly and went. I couldn't even see it. My eyes were blurred. So what scared me is, like, if this thing can fool me, I was really scared. Like, if I'm not there at home, what would it do? What would the entity do with my wife and my kid? It can trick me so well. Most probably, it can do anything to them as well. So after that incident, that was the time I decided that I can't take any more chances. So we kind of abandoned it.
أجيك عندنا اليوم تقريبا.
Good. Uno. 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 Now we are safe. Now it's almost 1.5 months now, and there's no activity. I know most of you are telling me to be cautious that it might follow us, but to be honest with you, the home feels very warm and we get very peaceful sleep nowadays. So please don't worry about us, okay? We are safe now. Just keep us in prayers. I think that's what we needed. Take care, guys.